Hello friends, welcome back to Course Laboratory, and this is the fifth video of programming series, and in this session we will try to learn to write a program of factorial. So if someone will ask you to write a program to find a factorial for some number, we will understand in this session like how we can do that. So before going forward, let's try to understand how we need to calculate the factorial. So this can be calculated like this. If someone will ask you to calculate a factorial of number 5, so in this way we can calculate this like 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, that will be equal to 120. And in the same fashion, if someone will ask you to calculate a factorial of number 10, we need to perform the operation and this will be the result. So I have already created the code, so it will be easier and this video will be quick and you will be able to understand that, and will be focusing more on the logic rather than writing the code. So let's just try to understand what we have done and what we have written here. So first we have created the main method, as you know, and we have passed a string, array of string, and after that we have created one variable called number of integer type and we have initialized it with 10. Now I'll change it to 5, and we have created another integer variable called factorial and that will be 1. So as you can understand, like we need to perform some operations multiple times. If we wanted to find a factorial of 5 number, then we will have to perform the same operation, and the operation will be multiplication and we will have to perform it 5 times. And if we wanted to perform the factorial of 10, we will have to perform multiplication operation 10 times. So for that we have used for loop, as we are required to perform same operation multiple times. So what I have done, I have created a variable integer I and initialized it with 1, and I will be less than equals to number. So whatever number for which we wanted to find the factorial, I have passed here, and the value of I will be plus plus. So here is the factorial variable and I have initialized it with factorial into I. It means let's just try to execute this code and let's just try to understand like how the factorial value will be changed. So let's just try to execute this loop. So first the value of I will be I equals to 1, and the value of factorial will be, let's say it will be f, and it will be factorial into I, and factorial is 1, it means it will be 1 into 1, so that will be 1. Okay, so now it will print the factorial. Once it will come here, the value of I will be 2 and the value of factorial will be, factorial was 1 and now the value of I is 2, so it will be 1 into 2, that will be 2. So then it will print here and it will go back here. Now the value of I will be 3 and the value of factorial will be 2 into 3, as the earlier value of factorial was 2 and now the value of I is 3, so the value of factorial will be 6. It will print here, then it will come here again, and now the value of I will be 4, as it is less than or equal to number 5, so it will again go into the body and the factorial value will be 6 into 4, and it means the value will be 24. Then it will print it again and it will come here again. So this time the value of I will be 5, as this conditions true, so that code will go into the body and it will be like 24 into 5, as value of I is 5 and the output will be 120. So finally it will print here the factorial and then it will go again here, and now this time the value of I will be 6, and once the value of I will be 6, this condition go false, like this 6 is less than equal to 5, so the condition will be 6 is less than equal to 5. So as you can see, this condition is false. It will break this loop, and then the program will come here and it will print factorial of number is factorial. So let's just try to execute this code so that we will get more understanding about this. And okay, we need to save this first. Saved it. As you can see, the factorial of 5 is 120. So if someone will ask you the factorial of 4, you can see here, this is the factorial of 4, this is the factorial of 3. That's why I have added this line, so that you will get to know the more understanding, like what is happening and how we are getting the factorial. Okay, so as you can see, I have written some number here for which we'll be testing our program, so that we will get to know how is our program performing and what is the limitations of our code. So first let's try to check for 0. So as we know, factorial of 0 will be 1, and let's see. Okay, so it says factorial of 0 is 1. You can verify this information from Google or somewhere, like the factorial of 0 is 1. So yes, our code is good to test value 0. Let's just check for 1, and the factorial of 1 should be 1. Yes, it is correct. And let's just try to execute for 2, so that we will get to know. Okay, so it says factorial of 2 is 2, and we have already checked for 5, so this time we will check for 10, and it should be 3628800. Okay, so this is the correct. Okay, let's just try to find a factorial of 25. So guys, let's just execute. Okay, as you can see, we are getting some weird values, and it is happening because the limitation of variable of integer type, as we have categorized our factorial of integer type, and it's like we have already reached the maximum limit of integer. That's why it has started behaving weird, and this result is not correct. So that was the reason why I have tested this code with 25 value. So we need to take care what are all numbers for which we can test it our code. So this was all for this video. Happy learning.